Well, for me, I mean, I've been there many years. For me, it's you know, more the nightlife and the fun, the restaurants, the bars. I used to be in Midtown most of the time, and now I've moved down more to Soho. And then recently, I've got a friend on the east side. So I'm trying to move around a little bit and get a bit of different feel from everything. But I think I like Soho area the most. What I like about Newport is it's as far as the United States goes, it's old. The buildings are all old. It's got a nice charm to it. I like the marina with the seafood and the old style. And, it just has a really nice sort of vibe, like a beachy sort of holiday vacation vibe to it. And this particular tennis center, I mean, you can't say anything but it's fantastic. I mean, it's how tennis used to be. You know, we don't really get that many places that look like this anymore, and it has so much character. It's fantastic. This venue is fantastic.
I got involved in the Outback Champion Series last year. Playing here in Newport was my first event, having retired back in 1999, and then playing here in 2007 was really my first competitive match back, and I had a good time here last year. Plus, you know, especially here in Newport, which is on grass, one of my better surfaces, and it has a lot of good memories. So it was nice to come here to kind of start my career on the next tour. My favorite thing to do in New York. New York's one of those places where I say 24 hours a day you can do whatever it is you choose to do. I love to spend a little bit of time up in Harlem and walk around Harlem and have a few meals in Harlem and just experience what that area of Manhattan has to offer. And I was actually just up there this past weekend and spent about 4 or 5 hours before my flight left, 4 or 5 hours up in Harlem, had a meal up there, just enjoying the whole atmosphere. So when I go back in New York in a couple of weeks, I'll be doing the same.
We have this Champions circuit, and you know, we have, as part of the circuit, we have a pro-am and we have clinics at all of our tournaments. So if you know the right people or friends with sponsors, or you know, buy certain hospitality packages, you can really get interactive with the players. So I've been involved with it for about 4 years now. I think my favorite part is probably Kids Day. Kids Day is probably my favorite part. I mean, I love of the off-court stuff that we do. I love the competition. I love to play. But of the off-court stuff that we do, I think Kids Day is probably the most fun I have, just because you have these really impressionable kids that, not that the adults aren't impressionable, they're having just as much fun as the kids in the pro-am and the clinics too. But you know, we get 60, 70, 80, 100 kids on the court all at once. It's a really different energy.
A lot of history for tennis, obviously. This is where our Hall of Fame is, so that alone is enough. It's a nice summer area, obviously, and grass is a beautiful surface to play on. I mean, they need to do a lot of work on the court, obviously. I mean, it's compared to England, it's just not. I think we owe it to our sport to do a lot better job with the court.
I think we find that the most popular thing is to get out there and play with the pros, and during the tournaments, and it, you know, really is a once in a lifetime opportunity for many people. You know, they get to hit a few balls with the pros, get a few tips, and you know, have a bit of fun. You know, we're not it's not too serious, so it can be any sort of standard of play. Whether you're really good or not doesn't really matter. You know, it's a great venue up here. You know, it's the weather's beautiful. It's been the last couple of years. You know, you're going to get a bit of rain, of course, but it's such a nice, relaxing atmosphere. I think all the players enjoy it, and to get out in the grass courts and play. You know, even if it's just a social hit, it's pretty special. Well, I think. I mean, I love New York anyway. It's one of my favourite cities in the world. I eat my way through New York. I've got to say, and it's you know, it's some great food up here as well. I mean, I think the you know, obviously there's a lot of sailing here, but I think it's just a very cute, very nice spot, a nice cute area to come up and see. You know, the tennis aside, it's a beautiful part of the world. I really do enjoy it up here. There's a lot of inlets and walks and things like that, and you know, it's not the nightclubs. You don't have nightclubs up here, but we rocked out to a blues club last night, so that was good fun as well. There's plenty to do actually.